And good morning, everyone. Last day of January.
It is, so January 31st, and today is Thursday. And instead of doing National Day, I decided we're going to do this day in history, and it's going to be from 1961.
1961.
That's right.
Wow.
So I'm not going to tell you what it
Goes
is
way
till
back.
later.
All right, but I am going to tell you who's on today. And this morning we have on the mayor of Mission Viejo, Greg Rass. He's been on in the past before, and he's going to talk about many things that City of Mission Viejo offers for seniors. They've got a lot of activities there. Of course, the Norman P. Murray Center is there, among other things. Also, Leslie Gabola is due to stop by from Adapt To It. And of course, with Leslie, I never know exactly what she's going to bring. It's a show and tell, and I'll be surprised just like you will. We're going to have a representative from the Kindness Foundation, and she started it, and we're going to find out, she's a teacher at El Toro High, how this all started. Really interesting. Also get a glimpse into the Globe headlines and a segment from Memorial Care.
All right, and the meetings that we have today is just one. It's the United Agenda Prep meeting, and that will be in the Willow Room, and that's from 2 to 3:30 p.m. Okay, so this day in history, 1961, was the first time that they had a chimp in space. So it was called Ham the Chimp, or also known as Ham the Astro Chimp. Was a chimpanzee and the first launch into space as part of America's space program. Ham's name is an acronym for the lab that prepared him for his historic mission, the Holloman Aerospace Medical Center, located at the Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico. His name was also in honor of the commander of Holloman Aeromedical Laboratory, Lieutenant Colonel Hamilton Ham Blackshear. Ham was secured in Project Mercury mission, labeled MR2, and launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida, on a suborbital flight. Ham's lever-pushing performance in space was only a fraction of a second slower than on Earth, demonstrating that tasks could be performed in space. His capsule splashed down in the Atlantic Ocean and was recovered by a rescue ship later that day. His flight lasted 16 minutes and 39 seconds long. So there you go. You have it in 1961, January 31st. How about that weather? No rain yet.
No rain yet, but it's on its way. Good thing, probably PETA wasn't around back then, because the space program never would have gotten off the ground.
That's possible.
Well, good for, I kind of remember that. I mean, I was, a little kid, but I remember the cover you showed from Life magazine.
Oh, okay.
That was kind of neat. Now, the rain, today it is going to be honest, and if you're watching us in the morning, probably about, I'd say 10:30, 11 o'clock. It's going to get here. Last until maybe about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. The bulk of this, the heaviest part, should be in the afternoon. And we got a good chance, by the way, of that happening, of thunderstorms and hail coming in as well. So please keep that in mind. Now, as we get to Friday, really maybe a chance of some late showers coming in, very late. And that's because the Saturday storm is going to start to inch its way down here. And parts of Southern California may see a little drizzle after midnight, but for here in Southern California, here in Orange County, in South Orange County, probably going to start seeing rain, I'd say about 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and that'll last all the way till 8, 9 o'clock at night. That's the big storm. That's the one that can produce about 2 inches of rain. Today we're looking at about a ½ inch, but it'll be a few strong cells coming in the afternoon. Then on Sunday has really tapered back to only about a 10% chance of light rain. That could be 10% in the morning, and that would mean that the Saturday storm kind of lingers on a little bit. It could also mean 10% late evening that will go into the Monday storm. And that one on Monday is going to be more, maybe a ¼ inch, maybe showers throughout the day. So still a decent amount of rain, although it's the forecast of how much has been, kept back by a little bit compared to what I told you about yesterday. And that Tuesday system that was supposed to come in looks like it may not at all. But we're still going to get a decent amount of rain. The good news on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, probably no rain at the start of Super Bowl, where yesterday, the days before, it looked like that's when it was going to start. So that's good. Let's look around the county today. Really, the story is all the temperatures are down in the 50s today. Big Bear about 45 as their high today. And of course, they should be getting some decent amount of snow over the next several days. Maybe as much as, all told, maybe about 8 to 10 inches, which is good. Palm Springs only 66. So yeah, the rain will come in if you're watching us in the morning, heaviest in the afternoon, and a chance of a thunderstorm with that, and a chance of hail. Probably the same thing on Saturday as well. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Where can you see the greatest names in golf? Still making a name for themselves? Orange County's only PGA Tour Champions event returns as the Hogue Classic. Catch the legends of the PGA Tour at Newport Beach Country Club March 6th through the 10th and help Hogue Hospital give back to the health and vitality of our community in Southern California. Also, come visit the Hogue Health Village presented by Blue Shield of California to partake in games, giveaways, and informational health talks. Tickets available now at HogueClassic.com. Where can you see the greatest names in golf? Still making a name for themselves? And where else can you see those who wrote the record books write another chapter? Orange County's only PGA Tour Champions event returns as
dental health is important, and it can be tough to find the best fit for your needs. Flora Stenger General and Specialty Dental Practice covers most of my dental needs in one location. Their on-staff specialists provide seamless services and communication between me, my doctors, and my insurance company. Located right down the road from Laguna Woods, our bus service stops right in front of their building. For the first time, I'm getting the dental care I need with the treatment I deserve. And my dental health has never been better. Call and book your first appointment today. I'm glad I did.
I've been with Clear Choice about 6 years now. I have my wife sitting next to me. She was tired of me saying what all the time, and that's when we sought out a hearing specialist, and we fell in love with Clear Choice right away. The hearing aids work great. I gave them referrals. My son's got hearing aids from Clear Choice. My neighbor's got hearing aids from Clear Choice. And in my mind, Clear Choice should be your #1 choice.
Come in to one of our locations for a free hearing evaluation. Clear Choice Hearing Aid. Hear better, live better.
At Diane's Hallmark, we're ready for Valentine's Day. Are you? Come in and see our great selection of cards and gifts. We have everything you need to show that special someone how much you care. And don't forget those grandkids either. Diane's Hallmark has many gifts and cards for them as well. Diane's Hallmark is located in the town center, right next to Hobby Lobby. Come in today and take care of all of your Valentine's Day needs.
Welcome back. With me today is the mayor of the city of Mission Viejo, Greg Rouse. And Greg has been on our program a few times over the years, and I'd like to welcome you back, sir.
Good to be back.
Nice to have you on.
Love you guys.
Yeah, it's really nice to have you today. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you've been on the City Council of Mission Viejo this is your second term, right?
Second term, just got reelected in November and just got elected to the mayorship, so I'll be mayor for 2019.
Okay.
So, grew up in Phoenix, Arizona, went to Arizona State, joined the Marine Corps.
Mm-hmm.
My father was a World War II pilot, and I wanted to be a pilot, so I became a Marine Corps fighter pilot. What brought me to California was El Toro Air Base. Was based there for 20 years till we closed down in 2000, and then got moved down to San Diego, but I kept my home here in Mission Viejo. So.
Okay.
Flew for JetBlue Airways for a while.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
Now I'm retired and I'm in politics and enjoying running the city of Mission Viejo.
So Mission Viejo, our next door neighbor, basically. Yeah. They do certainly offer a lot for the senior community. One, of course, is the Norman P. Murray.
We offer a lot to Laguna Woods. We offer our citizens move here quite often.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very true. Yes.
They leave our community once their kids grow up, and they love Laguna Woods, which is great. But we do have a senior center at Norman P. Murray Center, and we have two 55-plus communities, Palmilla and Costa del Sol.
Right.
And you got to keep those people happy. I've learned that. They vote. And we have just a great community, balanced budget, very safe city, and it's just about 100,000 people.
Yeah, I love the history of Mission Viejo because when you look back, I don't know when it was really formed, it was kind of the premier Southern California, I should say South Orange County. It was new, the way it was designed and all. And you look back, the Rancho Mission Viejo company originally, and the way it was designed. I remember, I believe, I'm almost positive, visiting at a friend in Colorado and seeing a Mission Viejo there. Am I right?
Yes, we have a sister city in Colorado.
Is it developed by the same company?
Same company, yeah, the same concept.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, we began in the '60s, a planned community.
Yeah.
The utilities are all underground. It's an amazing community. The O'Neill family,
yes,
who
of
owned
course, yeah,
all the land.
Yeah.
They were actually on the land that Mission Viejo's on. There's 13 trees. Now there's over 1 million trees that are planted. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a planned community. When I was at El Toro, a buddy of mine heard about Mission Viejo. We said, we got to buy a home. And in 1979, a buddy of mine, another fighter pilot, we bought a home for $64,000. And we had to scrape money to get the down payment together. But that's how I first became a homeowner, when I was 23 years old.
Yeah, so. And it's really, I think one of the neat things that Mission Viejo did is when it was developed, is they kept the terrain. They kind of built, they didn't flatten everything, and that's why the roads go the way they do. And it can be a little confusing. I remember when I first moved down to South Orange County and moved to RSM and tried to navigate through Mission Viejo, I'm going, why does Marguerite cross this here and also cross it again over here? It is a little confusing, but it keeps that natural element.
Yeah, it's a great city, totally planned. And there used to be a lottery to buy a house. You had
I remember that,
a lottery system, and every 1,000th homeowner got a steer, a regular steer.
Are you kidding?
They would take it up to the house with the big long horns, and they'd have a steer, then they'd take it out and have it butchered, and they had all the meat. And I think that lasted.
I never heard that.
Yes, it was because it's on the ranch,
Rancho
Mission Viejo, and people from all over were coming. What is this new city, Mission Viejo? So that's the way it started. It's been about 50 years. We became a city in '88.
Yeah.
And so we've been a city now for 31 years. So,
wow.
Yeah, I love it there. I've been there, raised my children there. I met my wife.
That's an interesting story. I never heard that.
The big longhorn steer they bring up to the house.
All right.
Can you imagine
that? Man, that would feed you for quite a long time. I wish they'd do that today. All right. You wanted to talk about the recent election, how things have kind of turned in Orange County a bit. Greg is a Republican because obviously you, a couple times you ran, I believe, for Congress.
I ran for U.S. Congress.
And of course you've been involved with Mission Viejo. So talk about that. What's kind of the dynamic that's changed?
The communities in South Orange County are pretty much Republican, led by Republicans.
Right.
But this recent election, 2018, all the congressional seats switched from Republican to Democrat. I mean, big names like Dana Rohrabacher, who's been there forever in Orange County. Mimi Walters, who was an up-and-comer in the Republican Party, was moving up quick in Washington, got beat by a basically unknown novice, Katie Porter, who's a professor at, I believe, UCI.
Right.
And Darrell Issa's seat, we lost his seat. We lost a seat up where Ed Royce had up in Yorba Linda. So the dynamics has really shifted in South Orange County. It took the Republicans, like, what the heck happened here?
Right.
So we're kind of going through a post-mortem right now.
Right. What do you think happened? They just weren't in touch?
The Republicans voted 85% for Republicans. That means 15% of the Republicans voted Democrat.
Okay.
And if it would have been 88 or 89, it had been all Republicans. So we got to wonder why these Republicans switched and voted for Democrats. So we're looking into that now, and they were not happy with this big tax cut here in nationwide. But in California, we got hit really hard because I think the cap is $10,000 you can deduct.
Right.
So that was a major issue, and I know Mimi Walters, she voted for that, and that upset a lot of her constituents here in her district.
Right.
And we're just kind of figuring out what happened. At the local levels, we're fine, but at the national level, the Republican Party's a little concerned what happened.
Do you think that because some of the Republicans, were voting, or excuse me, were running on, for lack of a better term, because this is the term they use, the coattails of Trump, I know Mimi certainly did. I mean, look at her ads. Instead of maybe just holding back and putting their own views in or whatever it may be, do you think that was
the Trump factor was an issue? They didn't know whether to bring him out and help him campaign or keep him in Washington.
Right.
So obviously whatever they did was wrong.
Yeah.
But the Trump factor is an issue because he's very polarizing.
Right.
He's very controversial. We're a very conservative area, though.
Right.
But we went very liberal. I mean, Katie Porter just joined the Progressive Caucus, which does not match well with her district, but she won. So she apparently knows what she's doing.
Yeah. So what's your outlook, do you think, for South Orange County coming up over the next couple years?
Right now, the Republican Party and the Democrat parties are looking at what happened, why the Democrats know why they won. There was a lot of this, what they called voter ballot harvesting, where they can they go pick up the ballots, which is legal. Republicans didn't do it, so they're looking, maybe we can get into that. So both parties are looking on what happened, but it's going to be a fight in 2020.
Right.
The Republicans want to get these seats back. The Democrats want to hold them. The presidential election is going to bring out a lot of voters in 2020. There's a lot of anti-Trumpers. There's a lot of people that love Trump, and the Democrats are going to have to find who they want for their party. It's going to be 20 or 30, kind of the way the Republicans went through.
It'll be interesting with all the different Democrats running. Are the Democratic Party, I think what they were very successful at in this last election is in each congressional district they honed in on one candidate and really helped that candidate instead of spreading themselves too thin. So it'll be interesting when the presidential election comes along if they will hone in on one candidate.
Yeah,
that's going to be interesting.
They brought a lot of money to the districts, and they did well. So congratulations to them.
All right. Well, congratulations to you as far as being the mayor, and I know you're going to come back and tell us about some events that that Mission Viejo has that'll be interest to the seniors. Of course, there's an awful lot, and one of the big things that you folks have that's really an advantage right now is the mall that's down there. And with the Laguna Hills Mall pretty much out by the wayside, and the Mission Viejo Mall, the shops at Mission Viejo, I should say, is growing, and they're doing a lot of good work down there.
We just renovated our aquatic center. We just landed the Grand Prix.
The
Grand Prix of diving is coming April 12th to Mission Viejo. It hasn't been in the United States in 12 years, or 7 years.
That's an amazing center.
So we got that coming up, and we're really working on the Olympics 2028. To try to bring the cycling back and bring some aquatics.
I remember that.
Yeah, in 1984 we had cycling, and we're trying to get it back.
I remember. That's why Olympiad is called Olympiad.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
Good to see you, sir.
All right. Thanks for having me on.
All right. We'll see you again soon.
Okay.
And we'll be right back.
Do you know the difference between the parts of Medicare? Part A, Part B, Part C, and Part D. There are many important facts you need to understand about Medicare to make sure you get the most out of the Medicare plans and benefits that are available to you. My name is Erin Reed, and I'm a licensed Medicare expert, and I would love to help you navigate the complicated Medicare system. Please call me today for a free consultation so we can figure out the plan that is right for you.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
If you asked me what I wanted to be when I was a child, I would have told you a princess or an astronaut, maybe even a chef. But things change. I may not have become a princess, but I found someone who treated me like one. I may not have become an astronaut, but I still got to see the world. I may not have become a chef, but you would never leave my house hungry. The Emeritus Institute has kept my love of learning alive. Every day is a new adventure, and the Emeritus classes have made it possible to keep living out my dreams. Sign up today and begin your life's next adventure.
If your loved one is struggling, trying to maintain independence in their home, Acticare can help. Our caregivers provide home care services to relieve the strain placed on family and make staying at home possible. Don't let another day go by without getting the care they deserve.
We can provide your loved one the care they need and motivation, and give you peace of mind. Please call to set up a free care consultation.
Acticare, responsive in-home care. Your first day is free.
Adapt to It believes that you should be able to do the activities at home that are important to you. Being safe and independent in bathing and mobility will make you feel happy and self-sufficient. Let the professionals at Adapt to It assist you to choose the perfect items to help you live the beautiful life you deserve. Adapt to It delivers, bills Medicare, and many of our products are made here in the USA. When you can't change it, adapt to it.
Welcome back. Well, Leslie Gabola is here today from Adapt to It. And always good to see you. Happy New Year, because I haven't seen you yet.
Happy New Year.
Yes. I haven't seen you since what? Were you on in December?
I wasn't. Yeah. So,
wow.
Since November, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And now it's the end of January.
It is. What's been going on with you?
Oh, just keeping busy, you know, just kind of the same old thing, running stores and.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got some new products in, and I have half of one here that I
Now, when you mean
love.
half of one, you didn't bring me a half a product. You brought me half of what you offer.
Half of what I offer. This walker, everybody that comes in the store, the first thing they say is, I need a walker, but it has to be lightweight. So,
and this is, because I just picked it up. Yeah.
You picked it up with one hand, opened it up with one hand, and it weighs about 8 pounds.
Oh, wow.
So the neat thing about it is that it has swivel wheels on the front, which if you know the regular like gray walkers, they don't have swivel wheels.
Oh, they don't?
And so, right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's hard to turn. So when you go to turn, you kind of have to pick it up and move it.
Yeah.
Well, this one has swivel wheels.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, so it makes it easy to flow. Now, the other thing about it is if you have somebody that the swivel wheels go too fast, you can switch them to regular wheels that are static, that don't move.
Is that this lever here I see on the side?
You just, pull it up and move it over.
All right.
And then it stops it, and it's a regular front-wheeled walker. Now, we always say, you've seen tennis balls on the back of walkers? Okay. That makes us crazy at Adapt to It, completely crazy. Because tennis balls wear out, and then they end up wearing the walker out, and then it becomes off kilter, and people's balance and posture and everything is affected. So this one comes with the skis that we recommend.
Okay.
And they can be replaced when they wear out, but they're super durable, so they'll last a really long time. So it has the built-in skis, the swivel wheels, and it's really super easy to fold. Now its cousin that they just came out with has brakes on the handles and a seat.
Okay.
And it folds exactly the same way, which is you pull it up in the middle like an umbrella stroller, and then to open it, you just push down on the seat, and then you can sit down and rest, and then continue on your way when you're resting.
So is that similar to the other types of the other ones, the other brands you sell? And so really, this is sort of the hybrid. This is in between the old style kind of walker and the, do you call those walkers as well?
They're called rollators.
Okay, really. Rollators. And this particular product is sort of in between that. Okay.
Exactly.
Great.
And then we have the rollator that weighs about 10 pounds.
Okay.
And the advantage is a lot of people love to take them, obviously, out when they go out, but they can't fit them into their car. And so this one, because it folds, even the one with the seat, folds like an umbrella, you can fit it in any car at all. So even in a golf cart. So it would fit in a golf cart. It would fit basically anywhere.
Right. And the rollators have wheels in the back, right? Okay.
Exactly. Wheels in the back, swivel wheels in the front, a seat, and brakes.
Yeah, and some even have baskets, or you can put on baskets.
Exactly.
So it really depends what you need it for at that particular moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And these come with a basket in the front, so and the one with the seat does too. So people can have a little space to put things.
Now, is this a different brand? Is Rollator a brand or just what you refer to?
It's a style. It's like Kleenex.
Okay, all right.
Kleenex is a tissue.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. So,
Yeah.
and is this something new then?
This one is relatively new. The one with the seat and the brakes is brand new.
Okay.
So this one's been around about 5 or 6 years. The other one just came out like months ago.
Okay.
And they come in colors. So this one happens to be the gray, but they come in blue and pink and red, I think.
Okay.
But the blue and the pink are really pretty.
Yeah.
It's like a powder
This
blue.
is a great idea, and I think this is a good kind of a hybrid because a lot of the, as you said, the tennis ball walkers, you know, they were invented eons ago.
Right.
And a lot of times to me, when I see people use them, they don't look very stable.
They're not.
And I know that you certainly offer those, and I think they're great for people who are recovering for a couple weeks from something.
Right.
That they can use one for that. But I think if someone wants something a little bit more stable, more permanent, something like this is much better.
Something like this is much better, exactly. And it has a 250-pound weight capacity on it, so anybody can use it. Most people can use it. And yes, it is very sturdy. The other thing is, it's really important to have it adjusted properly.
Okay. And
so
this
if
folds up
something,
just
folds up just like that.
Just like that. And like you said,
And lay it
it's
down.
very much like an umbrella stroller.
Exactly. So anywhere you could put that, you could put this in the trunk. We usually say the back seat is the best place to put equipment. Right. Just so you're not lifting all the way over to the trunk or over the trunk bin.
Yeah, I think this is a very good idea.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
and
it.
I can remember when my mom was alive, and I know I've told you this before, is that she had hurt her hip years before, and she always wanted to use the kid's umbrella stroller, even if there wasn't a kid in it.
Right.
You know, the kid is grown, but she's using that, and I got her a Rollator she never used. After she passed away, it was never out of the packaging. I think something like this, she probably would have, you know, used something like this.
Lightweight and easy.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I like this a lot. So you have these in stock?
We do.
Okay.
We do. And we have the seat and brakes one. Right now they're in my Newport store, but they're coming over to Laguna this week. So.
Okay, very good. Any events coming up?
Not right now. We're just kind of working on some other projects.
Okay.
And getting our home mod business
That's right.
and that going with Steve and, you know,
Yeah.
Steve.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
he helps us out with that. So we're busy kind of fine tuning that. So that'll
Okay.
be a fun thing. To
Yeah, Steve's a great
announce.
guy.
Yeah.
All right, good to see you. Say hi
Thank
to
you.
everyone, including Steve.
I will.
All right, you take care. Thank you very much, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Choice for wood flooring and more is LA Carpet.
Now during their 2-day sale, visit their showroom now and get 65% off wood flooring, laminate, and waterproof flooring.
Plus, get 5-year, 0% financing.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
Welcome back. We have Brandy Cassingham, who is the new Chief Nursing Officer at Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center with us, who's going to tell us about a distinction award that the Saddleback Medical Center just got.
Yes, thank you for having me. I appreciate
You're
having me on the
welcome.
show.
You're welcome. So you're the new Chief Nursing Officer. What does that mean?
Yes, so the Chief Nursing Officer is responsible for all of the nursing departments and also some of the other patient care departments like respiratory therapy, cardiac rehab. My background comes from UCLA, where I started 15 years ago in the nursing profession and started off in a cardiac telemetry unit. And then while I was there, had a passion for nursing leadership as a charge nurse and went back to school and earned my master's in nursing administration.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And charge nurses, that is a tough job.
Yes, it is a tough job.
You have so many hats.
Yes, yes.
How many years did you do that?
I was there for about 5-6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How was your stress level with that one?
Oh, well, you know, you find new coping skills every day.
Exactly, exactly. And what did you do after that?
So after that, while I was earning my master's, I was introduced to Memorial Care through the system COO, Tammy Brailsford, and did an internship. and developed a system-wide nursing leadership academy, which helps us create a pipeline for new nurse leaders and create that succession planning.
Okay.
And then came on board at Saddleback as a program director for professional practice.
Okay.
And then I've been there the last 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's been a great journey.
It sounds like it's been very challenging, and here
Yeah.
you are now heading this up, so congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
And let's talk a little bit about, you know, the Magnet Designated Hospital. What does that actually mean?
Sure. So magnet designation is kind of a funny term, but it started from the American Nurses Credentialing Center, and it's the most prestigious, highest award any healthcare organization can receive for nursing excellence.
Okay.
And what that means in layman's terms is that magnet facilities outperform national benchmarks on quality measures, patient satisfaction measures, and nursing satisfaction measures.
Okay.
So patients know when they go to a magnet designated hospital, they're going to receive the highest quality of care.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so is that particular hospital, I mean, do you only get one a year, or how does that work?
Yeah, good question. So it's a journey for sure. We actually started our journey in 2010, and you create the business case and go to your board of directors for why is this important for our organization, and because it definitely is an investment. And over the last 4 or 5 years, you are putting infrastructure into place to submit your application.
Okay.
And then also after you do your application, they come on site for a 3-day survey. So the ANCC sends 3 surveyors, which are all CNOs at other organizations.
Okay.
And they come and talk to your bedside nurses, your physicians. They speak to the leadership teams and the multidisciplinary team, and they basically want to know if you're walking the talk.
Exactly.
If what you submitted in your application is really what you show in your patient outcomes and in your nurse engagement. And so after you submit your application, they do the site survey, then you get the call that says, yes, we were magnet designated, and then your journey continues because to be redesignated, you have to go through this process again in 4 years.
Okay.
So it's a continual making sure that you're continually improving, because also the magnets requirements, the components, they change because as the benchmarks keep rising and the tide keeps rising across the nation, you have to make sure you're keeping up with that.
Right. And the folks that come on site, do they ever interview the patients?
Yes, they definitely can. And they also put out a notice to the public to see if they have any public comment about the facility.
Like a survey type thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and they'll make themselves available for the public or any other physicians to come in and talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I think you said that only one hospital a year gets it. Is it across the nation?
No, yeah.
Okay.
So in the United States, about 8% of hospitals, which equates to about 475 hospitals, are magnet designated.
Okay.
So very small percentage because it's really quite an achievement to achieve this distinction.
Right.
And only 34 of those 475 are in California.
Okay.
And I'm really proud to say that 4 of those 34 are Memorial Care hospitals.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
wonderful.
Yeah.
And what does it really mean for the patients? By having that particular distinction. I mean, obviously, nursing care is here.
Yes.
What are some of the other things?
So patients know when they come to a magnet designated facility that facility is going to have lower fall rates. They're going to have lower hospital-acquired pressure injuries.
Okay.
They're going to have lower infection rates, either from their surgery or from having a Foley catheter or their IV site.
Right.
They know that they're going to have great quality care, that's safe, right? Because we hear a lot in healthcare that makes us a little unnerved, and they know that their nurses are going to give them a plan of care that's compassionate, individualized, because the nurses are engaged and they are part of making the improvements and making sure that we drive our patient outcomes.
Right, and they're the most, they're firsthand the ones that
Yes.
check on a regular basis. Well, thank you and congratulations. It was very nice to hear about this, and hopefully we'll have you back again to tell us more.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Lisa.
You're welcome. Okay. And if you would like more information, you can look on our screen, and that would be the memorialcare.org/Saddleback. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm John Bowser Bauman. You probably know me best as Bowser from Sha Na Na, but I'm also president of Social Security Works PAC. And when I'm in Laguna Woods, I always watch Village Television. Grease for peace.
Welcome back. I have with us today in studio Morgan Fundingsland, and she's here with us with the Kind Nest Foundation. Well, welcome. It's so nice to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
So the Kind Nest Foundation, now as we were talking beforehand, a little bit different name.
Yes.
So tell me what the Kind Nest Foundation means.
Well, Kind Nest Foundation is a name that my mother came up with. She was pretty, she follows me a lot on what I do, and we speak daily. Okay. And we had started this club, and at first we called it a different name. It was called El Toro Exchange because it was at the high school.
Right.
And it was kind of confusing to the community and to the students, and I couldn't figure out how to make it a name that, it wouldn't confuse anyone. And my mother came up with Kind Nest. It's in your classroom, and what it's about. And so there it is.
So it's being kind to people, and the nest, as you had mentioned, is the classroom.
That's
so first of all, tell me what kind of foundation it is.
We actually started it from a club, a school-based club, and we received donations actually from your community and this community, and pretty soon started to expand. So we thought we would make it into a nonprofit so that we can give thank you receipts and letters, and also to be able to expand to other schools and other organizations. And
so now, what kind of donations do you actually take?
So we take clothing, we take accessories, we take shoes, school items, any necessities that a high school age student would need. That's really our focus, is helping those students and those kids that might otherwise not have the resources to attend school or to maybe go for a job interview, get into the career field. So we focus on that, and that's really our foundation, our base to this. And the reason we expanded was that we thought, if we turn into a nonprofit, we'll be able to expand and offer scholarships for students to maybe, not everyone wants the same thing in life. So if we can actually give them that support to be able to maybe go to a vocational school or to be able to buy books for whatever they need. So we thought we would do some scholarships for that as well. So that's what we're focusing on.
That's perfect, because then, like you said, you can help any child that might need a varying type of help. So, so you take clothing, and you said that our community has donated. So what are some things that you've received from Laguna Woods Village?
Well, Laguna Woods Village has been very, very generous. We've received a lot of clothing items, shoes, school items, small trinkets and whatnot. And what's happened is once we do open this once a month free shopping for the kids to come in, it allowed all our kids, no matter who they are or what financial need or background, they all enjoy coming in, and it creates a community. And so they pick out whatever they need or want, and that's helped us. And some have also donated to our scholarships that we will be offering hopefully within the next year.
Oh, okay. So now you're talking about scholarships that they would go towards college, or how would you plan that out?
What I would like to focus on is careers in or vocational skills.
Okay.
I think we have a lot of opportunities for colleges today. Vocational skills is what I would like to focus on. These kids, that want to go into, construction, or one wants to go into becoming a plumber, or those kind of skills that we still need and always will.
Right.
So I want to be able to help them. So.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then you mentioned that you guys took a year off.
That's right.
And you went to India. So what inspired you guys to do that?
Well, my husband's job took us there, and I, of course, picked up the family and we went with him. And I took a year and did a lot of charity work, and with my daughter. Actually, she was able to raise money. I think she was 12 years old at the time. And she raised money for the orphanage and really, really took a liking to that. And so when we returned, she wanted to continue that and saw that, you know what, Mom, there might be a need here as well. Not so much as an orphanage, but there's always children that need help.
Okay, all right.
Support.
So what are some of the things that you're looking for now? I know you said donations of money towards the scholarships. Anything else in particular? I mean, it's a seasonal kind of thing too sometimes, right?
Exactly. I mean, we do a once a month opening.
Okay.
And it's called a free shopping event.
Okay.
And where the kids come in and they shop for free. It's kind of, I want to say, like a free thrift store.
Okay.
So, and they love it.
Okay.
They love it. So they come in, and without the support of the administration at my school and our district, I don't think I would be able to do this. So they're very, very supportive. They bring balloons, and they come in and visit. They go with the kids, and they pick out stuff for each other. They've even picked out stuff for me, which I'm very grateful, because it's open to everybody.
Right.
And they actually love that. What's happened, and the best part of it, is that being a special education teacher, I have a lot of my students are involved in preparing these openings. So they're learning skills as well. They're learning organizational management and retail and how to fold and how do you hang this up, Mrs. Funningston? And now they're actually, you should see it. It's amazing. They organize it, and now they know how to fold, and no, you didn't fold that right, and they really take pride in what they do. And actually, one yesterday told me, I can't believe it, Miss Funningston, my grades are so good.
Aww.
I know. And I thought, because we just had our finals, and she said, my grades are so good, and I think it's because I'm so involved in the club that I want to do better, and I'm so proud of myself. And I said, well, of course, you're wonderful, and doing kind things for others really brings out the best in you and in people. And so,
well, and that's where your Kindness Foundation is coming kind of a twofold, right? You're helping your students who are learning things, and then you're also giving back to the community. So that's perfect.
It's just, it's getting its own legs, and I do as I'm driven to do. So that's. I never sit and plan it. It just happens.
Right.
And, and I'm grateful.
So it's open once a month.
Correct.
And then is there any particular day of the month that you do it?
I let the kids decide.
Okay.
And we always have a theme.
Okay.
And I let them choose. And it's really something that I let them run.
Okay.
And I just advise.
Okay.
And just keep organized, and I'm more their assistant now.
Yeah.
And this is what I've always wanted to happen is these kids, they love it, and now we've expanded to other schools as well.
Oh, so what other schools are you involved with?
I'm working with a teacher that teaches in Santa Ana.
Okay.
And so she is actually starting this and trying to get her administration to support this as well.
Okay.
And then once we get that, then we can start.
Oh, that's nice, because then they could actually turn it into a nonprofit as well. But
That's
they
right,
start
they
out as a
could.
club first.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or they could just extend it from, that's why we did the nonprofit, so then
Right.
it could be the Kindness Foundation Club in the school in Santa Ana.
Okay.
And also in LA. We're doing, So.
Well, that's perfect. Well, thank you very much for the information. And
Of
then if
course.
somebody wanted more information, they can go to the kindnessfoundation.org. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, good. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations
Thank you
and good
so
luck.
much. Thank you.
And if you want to donate any items, including cash for their new scholarships, you can find out all the information at thekindnessfoundation.org. We'll be right back.
Have you been struggling to hear in larger groups? Yeah, well, that can be very frustrating. We do have solutions for that at Hearing Remedy. In particular, these tiny hearing aids that can help people hear better in many, many noisy situations. Please give us a call. We have these on sale for a limited time, only $895 for a hearing aid. Call, make an appointment for your free hearing exam, and get on the road to better hearing.
At El Toro Pharmacy, your health needs and your quality of life is our top priority. We can be trusted with all your prescription needs, delivered free to your doorstep. Call us to have your prescription transferred. We will take care of everything. No hassle to you. We are a full-service pharmacy carrying all your over-the-counter medicines at competitive prices. And we offer complete diabetic care and your immunization requirements too. Under new management, come visit us in Moulton Plaza. El Toro Pharmacy will never be undersold, and we offer the finest after-sales services.
Did you know there are over 400,000 seniors in Orange County today? So where does a senior or family caregiver go for information and resources? You can turn to the Answers Guide, published by the Council on Aging Southern California. Answers is full of articles and resources to help you navigate the aging experience. You can pick up your free copy today at the clubhouse nearest you or at the Social Services Office. The Council on Aging, helping seniors remain healthy, connected, and protected.
I'm going to do the Globe Report today because Erica couldn't make it in. So just so you know, red and gold paper lanterns lined the ceiling of the Laguna Woods Village Performing Arts Center as hundreds flowed in and out of a multicultural fair on Sunday, January 27th, celebrating a mix of Asian colors in one hall. And I know we've got some fun photos to show you. It actually was just beautiful. The colors are amazing. It was co-hosted by the Chinese American Club, Village Management Services, and the Golden Rain Foundation. The Eastern-inspired event recognized the Lunar New Year, a holiday observed by cultures whose calendar is determined by the cycles of the moon. And in the event's 9th year, it was all about the pig, said to symbolize happiness and good luck in Asian cultures. Families ebbed and flowed throughout the activity booths, featuring a calligraphy station that inspired Chinese translations to names into a take-home souvenir plate and a photo booth stocked with traditional Han Fu costumes. Carved out of wood, then painted and adored with embroidered fabrics, Rex Yu's puppet collection incorporated styles of old and new, such as model replicas of characters from the hit TV show Xi Yang Weng. And the Multicultural Fair was the precursor to the evening's main event, a 2-hour cultural exchange featuring 13 performances. So that was a really great show, because I know that actually sold out. Okay, so then we also have, on the cover of today's Globe, we have a Q&A with the city's mayor, Cynthia Connors. Connors has been on the Laguna Woods City Council since 2009, and on December 19th, she was sworn in for her 3rd term as mayor. And on page 32 today, we have a column from our healthy living expert, Amy Osmond-Cook, who tells us about 5 things we may be doing to slow down our metabolism. And believe it or not, it's eating the wrong salt. So she has that column for you, and you can find out what kind of salt you are supposed to be eating. And as we know, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and the Globe is planning to highlight love stories from right here in Laguna Woods. Maybe you were a high school sweetheart who's been married for decades. Or maybe Cupid's arrow struck you later in life, like I've been telling you about here in the Bridge Club. They seem to meet their husbands and wives there. Or, oh, I'm sorry, I've already said that. Send your first person story to the Globe, and we will publish a few of our favorites in our Valentine's Day issue on February 14th. Keep your submission under 200 words, include your name, address, and an optional photo in JPEG format, that's JPG format, and send to jcarmarker@scng.com and write Valentine Love Story. And we'll go ahead and repeat that again next week for you to remind you of all of the information. We'll have that on the screen for you. In any case, if you want your copy of the Laguna Woods Globe, go to the 1st floor of the Community Services Building, and you can pick that up on Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. We'll be right back.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. It has no cure. Parkinson's is not limited to how a person moves. It can also cause symptoms like depression, fatigue, and impaired speech. Today, there is a new diagnosis every 9 minutes, though Parkinson's can be present for years before being diagnosed. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure. For more than 50 years, APDA has funded pioneering research and provided critical support to those affected by Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
Welcome back. I'm Kiana Lee. Today we're talking to Dr. Chuck Lee of 7 Day Dental. Today's topic is dental implants. Doctor, what do we need to know about dental implants?
Well, when you lose a tooth, you lose bone. With a dental implant, it maintains your bone and it's an easy procedure. We are open 7 days a week, 365 days a year for all your dental needs.
Thank you, doctor. So come on in and get your 7 Day Dental smile.
Welcome back. So the movies we have for you this Friday is Venom. And it is kind of scary, but it's an action sci-fi thriller. And it's PG-13, so it's okay for everybody. It's not that scary. It'll be on Friday, February 1st at 2 and 7 p.m. After a faulty interview with the Life Foundation ruins his career, former reporter Eddie Brock's life is in pieces. 6 months later, he comes across the Life Foundation again and comes into contact with an alien symbiote and becomes Venom, which is a parasitic anti-hero. Doesn't that sound wild?
It does.
In here you can see on there, it's like, oh my gosh, he turns into this really scary thing. It's kind of like a alter scary ego of Spider-Man, but he's really kind of gross. So it has Tom Hardy, Michelle Williams, and Riz Ahmed, and kind of action-packed and fun. You know, a lot, like I said, a lot like Spider-Man, like the evil Spider-Man.
Well, the Marvel movies are pretty darn good.
Yeah,
so looking forward to that. Now, on Monday, we're bringing you Concussion. And this is a true story, and this is based on a pathologist, a doctor who uncovers the truth about traumatic brain injury and damage that can occur in football players who suffer repeated concussions in the course of normal play. And I remember this coming out years ago, the news behind it. This movie came out in 2015, but prior to that is when this all really kind of went down and happened. And this is the story of this, the backstory. And really well done. Will Smith, of course, is an excellent actor. Alec Baldwin is in this as well, as is Albert Brooks. This came out in 2015, and it runs a little over 2 hours, so that'll be our Monday movie, February 4th. And speaking of football, you have the information
so you can
for
watch.
us.
You can watch. Well, that movie is on Monday, so you can kind of see after the fact. So it's the Super Bowl this Sunday, and they're having a special preview of that called Championship Football Game. It will be in Clubhouse 5 in the main lounge, and that will be, of course, Sunday, February 3rd. The doors open at 2:30 p.m. Kickoff is at 3:30. Game will be shown on the big screen. No tickets required for this free event. Seating is on a first-come, first-served basis, so plan to arrive early. They will have hot dogs available for purchase. And then there is a GRF no-host bar that will open at 2:30. If you want any information about this, you can email recreation@vmsinc.org, or you could call 949-597-4382.
All right, that'll be a lot of fun to go over there and watch the game. And if you have a pup that you would like to get vaccinated and or licensed, well, coming next week, Thursday, February 5th, you have the chance to do that at Clubhouse 1 Main Lounge. The Laguna Woods Dog Club is putting this on in conjunction with the Alicia Pet Care Center. You'll have a chance to get vaccinations for your dog at discount prices, as well as getting them licensed. You can also get them microchipped as well. So for more information, call the Laguna Woods Dog Club at 949-855-1938. And I'm not sure if you need to make an appointment with this or not, or just show up. So check with the dog club because they're putting this on, but a great service. Very convenient to have that being done here. Now, today, the India Club is putting on their event that celebrates the Republic Day of India. This will be happening tonight at 5:30 at Clubhouse 7. And this is going to be a free event. You'll have some wonderful food and raffle prizes and some entertainment there. A lot of fun. If you want to join the club, you can do so there, but this is free. Go on and enjoy it, especially some of that wonderful food.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
And the costumes.
And the costumes.
Well, their outfits are always so beautiful.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah.
And one last thing we want to just kind of reiterate is starting February 4th, there's going to be a gate access project that is starting on gates 2 and 8. So just to let you know that the projects will be on gates 2 and 8, but gate 3 will be open 24/7. Gate 4 will be open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., and that will be vehicle exit only. Gate 2 will allow pedestrian hours 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., and then gate 8 will allow pedestrian and golf carts 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. And you could always check with security if you have any questions about how that works, but we will reiterate those hours on our newscast daily for you.
Okay, now let's get to the weather.
Yep,
and,
rain is coming.
Yep, the rain is coming. If you're watching this in the morning, we should start getting some sprinkles coming in, probably between 10 and 11, getting heavier during the afternoon hours, with a chance of both hail and thunderstorm. And it should continue on through about 8, 9 o'clock this evening. More rain coming in on Saturday. Friday looks pretty good. Might get a little evening showers if that Saturday storm sneaks in here early, but the heaviest rain will be all day Saturday. Sunday, we're looking pretty good as well. Maybe a little rain left over from Saturday, and then into Monday, we'll have another system coming in, which should be a lot less. So overall, though, I just saw a little news report coming up that flash flood warnings for certain areas, like the Holy Jin Camp where they had the fire up there. They're under voluntary evacuations up there. So there you have it. Year of the pig. Can we just have a year of the bacon? Or year of the pork ribs?
Obviously, he's hungry.
Yes.
You're so funny. All right, so tomorrow we've got Sterling Financial on. We've got the United Update. We have Harvard Eye coming in, and also a doctor from UCI. So have a dry day in the village, and we will see you tomorrow. And we're going to go find the salt article because we want to know what salt we should be using. So have a great day.